this is definitely live. Live. Barely alive here. You know what? May I give a... Whoa. Let's see if these guys take any fire here. LAPD's headed east on 1st Street. See if they get pelted and stuff. Let's see where Scott is. What is this? Watermelon? There's a free Viva Palestina Libre. Free Palestine. I don't know what you would call this, a trailer slash float of watermelon. I don't know what that means. Hey, thank you everyone that's coming over from Agenda. Do me a favor and hit the thumbs up. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I don't know what happened. We're taking fire. Oh. Police headquarters.
Hell no.
Oh, pepper ball too, huh?
Oh, we're trapped. Are there people over there?
No, the cops are.
I'm gonna get out that way. Oh shit. Oh. Fuck. Yeah. Where am I? Where am I? Shit. They're letting. Yeah, Ma, go over here. Ooh. Ooh. Bro, that's hitting right there. Look. Look at that. Huh? Yeah, I'm not leaving under that fire, man. Fuck that. If I was you, I wouldn't be standing there either. Shit. This is the safest place to be right now. Man, why are they shooting so much? Is there an exit that way?
Yep.
Man, they shattered that window. Why are they shooting so much? No one even did nothing to them over there. That's LAPD headquarters over there. Shit. Oh, messing around. where's that light coming from? I don't know if they're just shooting for cover or what. Damn. They're really letting them off now.
Sorry.
Damn, man, we got caught up in this shit.
Fuck, dude. It's crazy. I can't go any way.
Why'd they start
Can't
shooting?
go that way, can't go that way.
I know.
It's because that they know they can't. They're having fun. That's all they're doing.
Man, they're really letting them off, dude. But nobody threw anything at them or anything. Did they?
No, I don't know. I have no idea.
You're just out here taking pictures?
Yeah. You know, I'm trying to partake in it as best that I can, but it's really unorganized.
We're kind of stuck right here. This is the safest place to be.
I think so for now.
Huh? Is there an exit that way?
Yeah, you could go behind that blue building. There's a staircase, but I'm pretty sure there's more cops.
But can we exit that way? What's our exit plan?
They're just running for it, but they're shooting at us.
I know. That's all. I want to get out of here, but I don't want to fucking take fire.
I could cover you if you want.
You cover me?
Yeah.
Who are you? You're a bodyguard? Kevin Costner and shit?
Ooh! That was directly at my fucking head.
See? See what I'm saying?
You see that broken glass?
Yeah, man. That shit was right here. We can't leave here, bro. You step behind the wall, they're fucking firing. This is as safe as we could be right now. What do you think? Just walk it out slow with my hands up, or what?
Nah, don't do shit, man. They're having fun right now. Look, there's holes in all that glass. You don't want to get hit by that shit. Look, they shot me.
Oh, they hit you with this right now?
They shot at me, but they didn't hit me.
Oh, shit. Alright, we're gonna try to make a run for it right here. You wanna go? You gonna stay here? I'm trying to go because I want to get out of here, bro. We're gonna get stuck here. But they're probably gonna come in from
They
here.
already got me in the knee once, so I can't run.
Dude, why are they being so aggressive, man?
Yeah, it's just that's the way it is now. It's just it is. It's the reality we live in now.
I mean, I understand over there where they're throwing shit, but over here, these guys, I guess they're just protecting the headquarters. They don't even want them to get close.
If you head this way, you could go across with your hands up. They won't shoot at you.
You sure?
Yeah, there's been multiple running across. They haven't been shot at.
That's the exit?
Yeah.
You go first.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe this guy, but I kind of want to leave the other way. Fuck. I don't want to go that way. Alright. Wish us luck right here, man. Shit. Fucking goggles are all fogged up.
Doesn't sound like they're shooting anymore.
Oh, they will, though. What do you see?
I see people walking freely over there.
Oh.
Shooting them over
Okay.
there. Walking that way.
Alright, you know what? Let's wait it out. I'm gonna wait it out a couple minutes. Fuck it.
See them over there?
At least here we're safe, yeah.
coast might be clear now.
No, I'm a fuck that. Bro, do you see how close these fucking rounds got? Look,
They almost hit him.
bro, look, this one, the second one, when that guy was like, look, I'm gonna go, let's go, they fucking went right for him, bro. Look how close to that wall he was. Look at that first one over there. That one, I don't know, dude. That was like fucking, what, 8 feet away from me, maybe less. Uh-oh. At least now, right here, I know I'm pretty safe. We got a big ass concrete pillar. Hey everyone, thanks for those super chats, man. No, I'm waiting a little bit.
Alright, yeah.
Oh no, we're trying to get out, man. Trust me, bro. I don't want to stick around here, but
I don't want to stay here.
trust me, man.
I don't want to stay here at all. I want to go away from you.
I don't want to stay here, but also, you know what I really don't want?
I want to go out.
Get fucking shot.
Yeah.
Bro, look how strong the fucking rounds are. They came from way over there. They broke the glass. Imagine that shit hits you in the face.
Shit, look at that.
Yeah, 2 of them. Look, there's another one right there. That's thick glass too, bro. That's not fucking, that's commercial glass.
What do you see?
They're flashing the lights at these guys walking over here. They're flashing the lights kind of at us. But they're letting them walk, so I'm gonna just wait a couple minutes and then walk it, hands up. Once I haven't heard bullet shots like in 5 minutes, I'm out. They're not shooting no more. It's clear? Are the cops still there?
This is all clear. We just walked through. They're all on the next building, shining flashlights this way.
Okay,
We
but
can come out.
All the way over there.
We just
Yeah.
walked across the whole building.
all right, thank you, man. Nikki, what's up, bro?
Hey, thank you.
You sure?
Thank you.
Huh?
Thank you.
Hey, thanks, man. Sorry about that. I don't know if that's a good exit point, though. That was that
Put
dude.
your hand down
The gambler. What's that guy's name? Nicky something. Alright, if we get shot, we're gonna get shot in the back. Sorry about that. Hopefully these guys don't shoot from over here. I think it might be time to get out of here. Oh, they were mean. Those guys were not nice. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever. In these streets. The LAPD done took. Had me hiding behind the wall, scared to look, and shook. That's where they were shooting from. That building right there is LAPD headquarters. So I don't know what caused them to fucking go crazy like that. As far as I know, it looked like everyone's just getting away from these cops over here. They're pushing the crowd east. And we're pretty far from this line over here. We were really far. We were way over there. I don't know. Maybe someone threw something at him, or I didn't hear no pops. I didn't see no fireworks. I just heard shots, and they fucking shot. I don't know how many times you think they shot. They shot. That's the most I've seen them shoot. Especially at a crowd that's not like, I don't know. I couldn't see the crowd, so I can't say if they were throwing things at them or not, or I don't know. Maybe a car passed by. Anything could happen. But it seemed like it was mostly people just walking away.
Going to schools, to graduations, anywhere that people are not going anywhere because they're scared. And this needs to stop.
Now, the crowd did get quite unruly before they were finally moved away from that intersection, but we have seen a number of other intersections taken over by demonstrators. So, of course, this is not over by any means. Now, back here live again, you can see the officers lined up outside of LAPD headquarters. Lots of outside agencies here assisting law enforcement from a number of surrounding cities, as well as CHP and sheriffs. We've seen special weapons and tactical, of course, out here as well. We're hearing some flashbangs and also fireworks. So the situation is definitely dynamic here in downtown Los Angeles. It was several blocks away from LAPD headquarters. Now it appears that it might be moving this way. It is difficult to kind of figure out as to where these crowds are moving because they've been split apart and kind of gone in different directions and then merged back together. So this will be another long light for law enforcement here in downtown Los Angeles. Carolyn, Jonathan, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Tarsha, thank you. Now, the protests against immigration raids were, for the most part, peaceful earlier today, but on this fourth night of unruly crowds, city leaders are responding to the unrest.
NBC4's Robert Kovacic joins us live from downtown LA with more on what city leaders are saying about this ongoing situation. Robert.
Jonathan and Carolyn, and with that said, we've seen protests in Los Angeles before. We've seen people exercising their First Amendment rights, and we've often seen the vandalism and violence that sometimes goes along with it. But what we are seeing when it comes to the response is something unique altogether. And it is something for those of you who live in downtown Los Angeles, for those of you who commute to downtown Los Angeles and come here to downtown Los Angeles may soon have to encounter. Now let's show you the situation as we're looking at here on Broadway, just near Temple. We have the 101 freeway blocked off. These on-ramps and off-ramps here, this is the Broadway you see, completely closed, and a number of them remain closed. And this is the situation as it is right now in Los Angeles. And tonight, it was Mayor Karen Bass who pointed the finger at the Trump administration, not only blaming the Trump administration for the ICE raids, but now making it worse by bringing in federal reinforcement.
No, let me just tell you that my conversations with the administration was before the deployment of the National Guard. I was trying to make the case that the National Guard was not needed here. I was trying to make the case that if the National Guard came here, it would be a provocative move, and it would be like a deliberate attempt to create disorder and chaos in our city. It was very predictable what was going to happen here, and it was completely unnecessary. This was a solution in search of a problem. And the problem was not happening on Thursday.
Not only do we have 2,000 National Guard troops activated by the Trump administration, now add to that the military, 700 Marines from 29 Palms here to support them. If Mayor Bass or Governor Newsom try to impede their deployment efforts, Border Czar Tom Homan and the president have both threatened to have them arrested. Here's what Newsom had to say about that.
He's a tough guy. Why doesn't he do that? He knows where to find me. But you know what? Let your hands off 4-year-old girls that are trying to get educated. Let your hands off these poor people. They're just trying to live their lives, man. Trying to live their lives, paying their taxes. Been here 10 years. The fear, the horror. The hell is this guy? Come after me, arrest me. Let's just get it over with. Tough guy. You know? I don't give a damn, but I care about my community. I care about this community. The hell are they doing? These guys need to grow up. They need to stop. And we need to push back. And I'm sorry to be so clear, but that kind of bloviating is exhausting. So, Tom, arrest me. Let's go.
Governor Newsom and Attorney General Rob Bonta are now suing the Trump administration over the activation of the state's National Guard, asking a court to declare that order unlawful. But again, think about this. You've got the Marines, you've got the National Guard, and you have local agencies, not only the LAPD, not only the Sheriff's Department, but as you have been talking about, we have other local agencies here as well. Are they all working in unison? Is there a coordinated effort with the LAPD and the Sheriff's Department? Is there a lead agency? In other words, who's running this show? We asked LAPD Chief Jim McDonald.
I mean, no, I think we're in uncharted territory right now, so I would be speculating to talk about that. My hope is we continue to do our job as well as we can with the partners we've brought in. I mentioned the 14 agencies that are helping us, and that we're able to get things back to the way they should be, the way the public deserves and expects them to be very quickly.
And as far as those vandals are concerned, the mayor and the police chief have said, we've got plenty of video, and just think you may have gotten away with it. You haven't, because we will eventually be coming after you. So as you come back here live, and we take a walk now on Broadway up at Temple, and we have members of the LA County Sheriff's Department, good evening everybody, standing by here. And what they are doing, Carolyn and Jonathan, not only protecting the Hall of Justice, not only protecting the sheriff's headquarters, they are also waiting to see where they need to go next. And that will be the question as the night develops. But here on the streets of Los Angeles, you've got graffiti, you've got cheers, you've got sirens. In the words of President Trump, the city was under siege, and if he didn't intervene, Los Angeles would be obliterated. Then you have Governor Newsom, who is saying that Donald Trump, the president and his administration, fanned the flames here on the streets of Los Angeles. And as the nation watches this, the governor saying, listen, to any other state, you could be next. The order that the Trump administration signed could be coming to your state at any time soon. But for now, the LAPD and the local agencies here remain on tactical alert as another difficult and dangerous night continues. I'm Robert Kovacic here in downtown Los Angeles. Let's go back to you.
Robert, stay safe out there. Thank you. And it's not just Los Angeles. We're seeing unrest in Orange County as well. We saw a large demonstration at the Federal Building in Santa Ana.
And that's where NBC4's Tracy Leong is for us tonight. Similarly, things grew unruly as the night wore on, Tracy.
Yeah, they certainly did, Carolyn and Jonathan. You can see the National Guard right behind me. They were brought in about an hour ago. We are standing here on Ross Street near Santa Ana Boulevard, right near the Federal Building. And just hours ago, this entire area was filled with demonstrators, and the Santa Ana Police Department moved in, calling this an unlawful assembly, and started to push the crowds out. You hear people shouting, "ICE out of OC." Hundreds of people came out to protest the ongoing immigration enforcement across Orange County. The city of Santa Ana confirming on social media they were aware of the ICE activity, acknowledged it may cause fear and uncertainty. They also stated they were committed to upholding the rights and safety of their entire community, and that the Santa Ana Police Department does not and will not participate in immigration enforcement efforts. As the crowds grew throughout the day, it took a violent turn, with some people throwing fireworks, water bottles, and objects at the police. Police responded with flashbangs, less lethal ammunition, tear gas, pepper balls, and rubber bullets, and we started to see the crowds disperse. I spoke to people about why they came out tonight.
Because I'm Mexican. My great-great-great-grandparents have always been here, and all my family, and it's just, we're getting pushed out of our homes. We're getting taken from work. It's just not fair.
My husband's Mexican, my daughter's Mexican, you know, just grew up in this community around Raza, and that's something that I'm really proud of, and I just want to be a voice for those who are unable to be a voice here today.
Back out here live, we saw a number of people detained, but the Santa Ana Police Department was not able to confirm the exact number of people that were arrested tonight. Reporting live in Santa Ana, Tracy Leong, NBC4 News.
Tracy, thank you. Well, certainly a fourth night of unrest in Los Angeles and beyond. You're looking live from News Chopper 4 overhead. Joining us now on the phone is Mayor Karen Bass.
Mayor Bass, thank you for being with us right now. We're watching images of, more unrest here on the streets of downtown. Tell us about what you're hearing and how they're trying to get things out of, under control here.
Yes, I just left the command post where everybody was focused, and I just got a briefing, and I was told that there were more than 100 people that were arrested. They were arrested for unlawful assembly. They also might be detained if they had warrants or something else was connected to that. I will tell you that this is better tonight than it was last night. The crowds are smaller. There was a very broad protest this afternoon about the raids, calling for the raids to end, and also celebrating the fact that David Huerta, the esteemed union leader, was released. But, this has just got to end. And if you dial back a few days to last Thursday, Los Angeles was peaceful. None of this would be happening right now if the federal government had not initiated the ICE raids and then made it worse by bringing the National Guard. And the National Guard right now is protecting one building. There is absolutely nothing going on that requires the military. Our combined forces in law enforcement with the sheriffs, the CHP and LAPD is enough to handle this. And so now bringing in the military, something that is unprecedented in our country, bringing the military in is just going to aggravate the situation more.
Certainly, and Mayor Bass, it's got to be frustrating to watch scenes like we have on our air right now of a small bonfire that's being lit in the middle of the street following what was a relatively peaceful day of protests earlier in the day, and then it has once again, devolved into this, to a lesser degree, obviously, than last night. What is your word to those folks who are out there now?
Well, I'm going to tell you, anybody that's involved in violence, please don't tell me that you support immigrants, okay? Because if you are serious about supporting immigrants, you would not vandalize your own city. And I will tell you that I am infuriated when I drive through downtown and see the vandalism, the graffiti over all these buildings. But I'm also saddened. In 12 months, the world will be here for the World Cup. Is this really the way you want to show off our city? But again, I'm sorry, but this all goes back to raids that took place. I want the raids to stop, and I want absolutely the violence to stop. And my message to the people out there committing the violence is you might not get arrested tonight, but don't think that you are going to be off scot-free for this, because investigations will happen. There's a ton of video. We are watching you on video right now. And so don't be surprised if you get arrested in a few days. This is just completely unacceptable.
Yeah, we heard Chief McDonald reiterate they could face felony and as well as federal charges. Mayor Bass, look, you'd be hard-pressed to find any major city in this country without undocumented immigrants living in it. Do you believe right now that Los Angeles is being unfairly targeted by the Trump administration?
I think we're an experiment. I think that we are a test case to what happens if the federal government decides to take power from a governor and to take over a city. I think we are the laboratory rats right now for the administration, and I don't think our city should be played with. Again, we need to get ready for the world to come here. Nobody needs this. If we want this to stop, then the raids need to stop. There is no reason. When the administration first started, they talked about they were going to go after gang members and violent criminals. How does that comport with Home Depot being raided and day laborers who are just trying to survive from day to day being arrested? The other thing that is happening that hasn't gotten a lot of attention is that people who are here legally, meaning that they have their green cards, they are required to report into immigration once a year. They show up for their appointment. They come with their kids and their family. ICE is detaining them. They are not illegal. They are here with documents. And so when you detain people like that and the word gets out, then people are not going to want to show up for their annual appointment, and then they will fall out of status. So you are talking about, unfortunately, administration that is creating a problem in a city where this was unnecessary.
And speaking of the administration, there was talk of mobilizing the Marines and bringing troops up from Camp Pendleton today. Any more word on that? Has there been any outreach to local law enforcement with respect to that?
Well, when these things happen, local law enforcement, the mayor's office, the governor's office are not notified. So the latest that I understand is that the troops that were at 29 Palms could be deployed to Los Angeles. But we didn't need the National Guard, so why on earth would we need the military? This is unprecedented, and people need to take note of this moment in our history.
All right, Mayor Karen Bass, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
We do appreciate it. All right, we want to bring in meteorologist David Bigger right now. You're looking live at the Port of Los Angeles. David's tracking the first alert forecast.
And here's what we're looking at as we get into the next couple of days. Expect that June gloom pattern to continue out there. For tomorrow morning, we will see the low clouds and the fog pushing into some of our inland spots again. So San Fernando Valley, San Gabriel Valley, and pockets of the IE will be starting off with some fog around the basin, as well as Orange County, and some of our coastal areas. We're likely starting off with a combination of low clouds and fog. And similar to today,
looting in Central. Was that 3rd and San Pedro? I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I wish I could ride a scooter with all this equipment. I don't think I can. Man, thank you guys. Yeah, that's looting is what's going to turn this shit into a full-blown riot. We were able to prevent those people from looting that sushi place. I think people know, like, they don't want that. They know that's a real bad look. But you can't control it, man. Like, it's not like it's an organized thing, you know. It's just there's organizers of the protests, and then in the big crowds and the chaos, anyone can do whatever the hell they want. And a lot of these young dudes, man, these youngsters are wild. They're out here going crazy. I know there's been some looting, but the George Floyd protest was a real riot. That was all out mayhem and looting. Like, this is nothing compared to that shit, like, at all. There was just so many people, and once the looting started and people started also, it was like during COVID time, so a lot of the kids were off of school, high schoolers and college kids, and they had been stuck inside for a really long time and not going to school, so I think that was their coming out party. They had all that build up energy, you know, they were mostly teenagers that set that shit all off. But there was some adults though later on. There was adults in there, but it was mostly people in their late teens to early 20s. fire on 3rd. 3rd and San Pedro's mission. So they're guarding the back of the headquarters right here. Hopefully these guys don't shoot them. Looks like it's back there behind the police. This is second. Yeah, this is second. Hang it in there, man. There's all kinds of stuff. So it looks like the jewelry district. I know I see you guys putting the car on fire. They're trying to get into a jewelry store.
But we continue to see acts of vandalism here in this area. This is the second fire that we have seen at this very intersection. But you see officers now moving in. We see them deploying what look like less than lethal rounds, likely pepper ball rounds, to get these people to disperse. Once they get them to disperse, and that's when they can safely bring in the fire department to take care of that car fire. But at this point, it's still a very active situation here, not only with the demonstration that is taking place here at the intersection, but now this car fire that is fully engulfed here at the intersection of 3rd and San Pedro. That's latest here from downtown Los Angeles. In News Chopper 4, I'm Eliana Marino. Back to you in the studio.
You had 2 cars tonight and several more yesterday. All right, Eliana, thank you. We'll be right back.
I got to be at least the top 100 as far as hours put in.
This is the Yamaha Sports Desk with Mario Solis.
Yeah, man, oh man. Tonight has been more than interesting. Do me a favor, hit that like button if you haven't done it already. Help me build the channel up. I appreciate it. Nobody's following. Instructions, man. You got the super chat is.
Quick scramble. See report for Talmud. Estamos sobre las calles 3 y San Pedro, donde como pueden ver los manifestantes han prendido un vehículo en llamas. Al momento no pensamos que habían personas adentro del carro, cerca del vehículo, cuando el incendio empezó, pero el incendio sigue creciendo a causa de que los bomberos de Los Ángeles no pueden llegar a la escena, ya que los manifestantes siguen aquí en la intersección de las calles 3 y San Pedro. La policía de Los Ángeles sí está en la escena un poquito hacia el este. Voy a mostrarles a esos oficiales ahí, pero ellos necesitan asegurar que es una situación donde los bomberos no van a estar bajo peligro antes de que puedan entrar para tratar de combatir este incendio vehicular aquí en el centro de Los Ángeles. Reportando desde el helicóptero, yo soy Eliana Moreno, Telemundo 52.
come here and wreaked havoc, but there were people here who were killed.
Southbound, the other.
These guys look different, bro. These dudes are all masked up. Oh shit. Oh shit. Look how deep these dudes are. See these youngsters, dude, they're all ski masks and shit. Damn, they're fucking deep. Damn, that's a deep crowd, bro. Oh shit. Dude, that shit looked like a movie, man. That shit does not. They did not look like it. Wasn't no protest signs amongst them. Go on a little bit longer because I don't see how LAPD and that crowd doesn't clash.
16 from 1986, you on the last 43444. Almost 11011 Palms Boulevard. Sheriff stated there wasn't any residents, disconnected the line, that if you
there's more over here, damn, there's a lot, bro.
into the apartment building, it's additional into 38506.
Over here is like another 30. Let's go see if they got the jewelry stores. Someone said they had broken into a jewelry store. The main jewelry districts on like Broadway and the next street, Spring. No, not Spring. What's the next street? West.
39 come in. 240 RD321.
That's crazy. But the thing is, right now, see what I'm saying? Like, imagine there's a huge protest crowd, right? Like, that's what happened in 2020, bro. The crowd sizes were fucking crazy, like, of just regular protesters, you know, peaceful protesters. There was a 5,000 plus people, you know, showing up, and then these little pockets of young dudes show up. And, you know, under that mall, bro, they could do whatever they want, man. It's like it's just up to the police or to the mayor to call what they could use or not. I think back then they just didn't want the optics of. They didn't want it to turn into a full-blown riot, you know. And they didn't want the optics of them if they actually, you know, if they went at them and something happened, someone pulled something, now they're shooting somebody, now they killed more people, you know. I don't know, this might be a little different these days. Okay, here goes the police right here. See what happened. They're just chilling. I think the police. They're ready to report.
Voicemail for the PR. Over there. About 861, go ahead.
But it's like, what can the police do, bro? Like, they could do the non-lethal, all that shit. The only option they could do is they have to do mass arrest. They have to circle like an entire area, but like a huge area, not just one block.
David 852, 19 Mary David 852 with 4 occupants in the vehicle. It was behind the PR's.
I don't know if that was a cop or dude, he had a rifle, a security guard. He had like a rifle, dude.
That would not work.
I don't know, can security guards have rifles here? I don't know who that was. That dude looked serious though. He was next to that Suburban. It might be private security. I thought he was circling and filming this dude. I thought it was a cameraman because he had something big in his hand. When I turned around, I stopped there. He lifted the fucking AR. Like he didn't point it at me, but he got it ready to go in my direction because I slowed down right there. Maybe it's a private security. There's a lot of jewelry right here, bro. Like all this is jewels. The Diamond Doctor, Benny Jewelry. These are like swap meets for jewelry stores. All of this shit in 2020 got emptied out, bro. They took everything out of here. Once they got in there, the crowd was just crazy. They were just taking everything. Everything was so gone that me and my friend, he met me up here, and we walked to Skid Row, and there was a homeless dude in Skid Row, and he pulls out this thing, and he's like, "Here, you guys want this?" And it was a tray of like gold charms. You know what I mean? He's like, "I don't want it." Like, dude, the homeless dude was like, he was honest. He needed it the most. Oh fuck, man.
Okay, it's on Oak Street side on the east side of the station on the stairs.
It feels like it's getting a little serious over here. These crowds.
Here and there, but they're not going to have any large crowds at all coming down Alameda.
Yeah, we're still live. Yep.
Frequency for 102.
People are going towards the crowds, bro.
I'll be on.
10240, you guys don't be something like
2 cars blew up. Where? Pipe bombs like that.
Any missing units are suspect now. 1361 Willow Street. Advisor suspect criminal black. Back on the position of code center 3541 in order 1999. All units in 16-8-23-16, 20 incidents occurred. 13880 Eustis, 13880 Eustis Street. 004 mil spanning 40 years.
It looks like the LAPD has the street blocked up ahead. This might be where they looted. Tried to loot over here, and it looks like east. We're gonna take another street east.
Repeat.
There was an explosion right there. Yeah. don't know. This is turning up now. It looks like there's looters showing up now. There's a lot of them too, man.
I believe that squad that the National Fire is going to pull back in. Because they're kind of
We're gonna turn around and go that way. I don't know if they're car bombs. They're probably just fireworks, strong fireworks. And then they put like something like spray paint in there. Pipe bomb, real pipe bomb would be great.
Clear from Compton Avenue.
I don't know, bro. They're coming in. I think the National Guard or Marines are about to start showing up, bro, if it goes like this. What CVS is it? Where's the CVS? Third and Flower?
4143 Roger. Can you also put that out over West LA, please?
Yes, he's showing in route. Do you have an exact location of the subject?
The fire in 4th and 50th Road was a small trash can fire.
I'm worried about the looters, man. Like, that's just gonna get out of hand if they start. The only good thing that's going is that there's not a huge crowd. You know, like there's not a huge crowd to hide behind. So I'm sure they got cops on the ground. They got cops on the roof. They got fags on the ground. They got the helicopter and drones probably tracking that Jeep around for sure. I'm sure they're trying to decide if they're going to escalate it. For sure that Jeep is getting tracked. Where are the Marines, dude?
Roger, 7th and Health.
Because east is Skid Row, to the right here is Skid Row. Obviously, there's not much to loot over there.
William Victor 34.
But if those guys start, it's a big group, bro. How many people do you think are in there? 200?
West of us, on 3rd and Stampede Road. I'm here on 3rd and Omar.
Station. 14 empty. We were never close to 6. We're going to be
7th and Spring? Oh, we were just there. We were on Broadway. Oh yeah, maybe that's where they went. This is 7th right here. Just need to look. 7th and Hope. I just don't want to run into that huge fucking crowd, bro. There's like hundreds of dudes with ski masks on them.
This is 803 Northern Street. OESC is on scene and possibly on the Roger, this is the 303 is killed off the victim part. 301 correct, 303. Group site 8 and Gladys 6 incident 3523 or 1307.
I think the group is right here up ahead, dude. There's some like clothing stores here. Okay, that's the CVS. It's up ahead. We're gonna play it safe though back here, man.
Unit code 41747 North Plain, off our freeway.
No, I'm not trying to go into that crowd. It looks like the police have showed up though. Or no, those are just like police lights, dude. That's not even a cop car.
21. No.
Those are just blue and red lights.
449.
Roll down gate, approximately 15 feet by 15 feet.
To the CP, can you do me a favor, relay a message to them? DHP has 2 detainees on 2nd and Los Angeles. They're waiting, they've been standing by for probably 2 hours now for transport. You just let them know.
Roger, CP, did you copy that? DHP has 2 detainees. 2nd and Los Angeles are standing by for time event or for transportation. Roger that, CP copy.
Alright, here comes the police.
They copy.
Roger, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Dark SUV. I think these SUVs are...
They're 4.90 the Apple Store.
Oh, not the Apple Store. Broadway. Fuck, it's going down, man.
Any in the vicinity?
It's going down, bro.
Unit 10240 requesting backup break and supervisor.
I think these SUVs got feds on them. Or feds.
459. Suspect at the Apple Store.
Alright, can we get out of here, bro? Hopefully we get my car fucked, bro. Hopefully we can get through. I don't want to get caught up here.
Points right out from Central Station.
Also running eastbound Day Street for Broadway.
We're trying to get into the Apple Store, bro. Let's see this intersection.
Heading North Hollywood, supervisor to respond with 15885.
Oh, fuck.
For the address is 5618 Fulcher Avenue.
Oh no, dude, I shouldn't have came this way. They're all gonna come this way, bro.
3521 RD 1538 identified.
Bro, everybody's gonna come this way. That's 8th right there.
All you guys off 30 toll, 8th and Broadway, off 30 toll, 8th and Broadway.
Oh fuck, man.
Right, eastbound, any area to come on Central Frequency.
We're fucked. We're fucked, man. I'm gonna go reverse in there.
Unit ADW suspect Jefferson Amendment for PRs and a summer-side floor Texas suspect amount black 30 to 40 years wearing a face mask, possibly black, brown jacket, blue jeans on a skateboard, code 2 and 10, 3558, 90, 1465.
Everybody's gonna start coming towards us, bro, like the whole crowd. Or most of them.
Officers 1431 right. They're code 6 on the 437 vehicle.
Well, that's all through the alley. All you guys on the hotel.
Hopefully we can get out of here, man.
There's something on 5 wearing a white shirt or black shorts heading south on the alley.
Yeah, man. Looks like we got a group of people. Oh look, this dude's being held over here. The security has this guy in cuffs. Or is this LAPD? Oh no, this is LAPD. Is security or LAPD? LAPD.
South side of the alley.
Security. It's LAPD right here. Looks like security had a scuffle with this guy. This might have been the guy they were looking for with a white sweater. LAPD chased him down. Oh, man with the gun.
Shorts responding to the health call from Hollenbeck Station. Also, what direction would they like units to respond?
Dude, I swear these Suburbans are either feds or...
Remember when you're ready.
They're probably FBI or security.
Respond with from Hollenbeck Station to health call.
Private security.
There's several suspects running down, still inside the Apple store. The store has not been cleared. Possible armed with a gun.
Oh, shit.
Alright, split top. That parking lot right there, he's in the corner underneath my light. They want him, he's the one that was on the light.
Parker, you're in the parking lot. You know, not here.
Responding. Wait a second.
The Apple store is right here to the right. We'll see if we can go around on Broadway.
Runway terminal, Sentinella and Culver, subject to the female life, possibly 15 years, 5355, short blonde hair, possible wear clothing, not common code 2, 3565, and RD 1455.
No, I'm telling you, next to that Suburban, there was a dude with a fucking like AR.
Broadway, 8th Main Broadway. And they're making contact with one suspect in the parking lot, west side of Main, just north of Broadway.
Are they looking for this dude? White shirt, like this guy's running over here. Yeah, it looks like the helicopter's shining the light on him. Or is that...
Back up. Jason Bravo. Quiet to Roger. North-South Valley, 9th and 8th.
Yeah, this is what they're talking about right here on the bike. Oh, shit.
Eastbound back towards, or westbound back towards the alley. It depends. Is there a unit in the alley? 9th between Broadway and Main.
That's the dude right there. He's taking off in the bike.
And then let's get another unit to come from the north. Southbound to the alley here in the past. Keep an eye on, but let me know what direction in the alley, because I moved to the building.
Hey, Airstrip, I got the suspect getting back onto the bicycle right now. He is in the north-south alley. He is going northbound right now in the alley from 9th Street, just west of Main.
That's him. That's the guy they're looking
Units
for.
on 8th and Broadway there. Grab that alley, the north side of the alley there. 8th and Broadway, west of Broadway, or east of Broadway there. Between Broadway and Main, the bicycle's coming back northbound. Bicycle's coming back northbound.
He's coming back. I was about to say he's going to run into the cops.
Airstrip, you said that eyes on the suspect?
I don't know. This guy said he did.
I still have eyes.
This guy had a gun?
Northbound, blue green bicycle, green sweater, green shorts, black hoodie, coming right towards this way.
Yeah, Rod, we'll see him. Put the cops on him. The officer's on 8th Street. He's coming right at the alley right there, 8th Street. He's on that bike. All right, just turned around. Now he's going southbound. He's going southbound now. Like, if he units on Broadway, inside of Broadway,
they're going to be waiting for him on this side.
He might come out that direction.
Is this the guy that's suspected to have a gun?
No, one thing.
They did say he was.
Unit needs a unit at
he's
eastbound
back
Broadway,
again.
south of 8th in the parking lot.
He's going back and forth.
All right, he's continuing south. Hey, units on 9th. I need to track somebody on 9th. He's going to try to hit this fence on 9th Street from the alley.
Damn. So they got him in the alley going back and forth.
46 in the route to the hospital. Way in Harry Bridges, suspect is male Hispanic, 40 to 42
Here
years
comes the police. So they got the alley blocked off on both sides. He's got nowhere to go. They got one unit this way. I hope he doesn't have a gun. I hope he tosses it. I hope he doesn't shoot it.
The motel that Jim wants there on the eastern side, so my light is to the rear of that. He's probably trying to make it in this building.
Four unit needs a containment, 8th and 9th, Main and Broadway, and mid-block on Broadway.
Oh shit. The big boys are out. I told you it was gonna ramp up. So this guy's going back and forth in the alley right here on the bike. I think he's suspected to have a gun. I don't know, part of the looting crew.
Northbound, first of Broadway, south of 8th, continue at 8th and 9th, Main and Broadway, mid-block Broadway, for the primary unit.
Selfie stick here.
Getting notation at Van Woman Street, 3100 Riverside Drive, apartment number 315. Code 216, 3 yard is 1132, miles comment.
Alright, so Manpo's come up right over.
I hear yelling. Got the phone. They might. So is it 8th and Broadway? This is 9th. Uh-oh, the helicopters are going to be grounded due to weather too. Look at the helicopters over there. It looks like the sheriffs are moving. I couldn't hear if they said they got him on 8th and Broadway. But all the sheriffs are leaving.